almost made love to myself. Shit. God damn, my name is Redd Croxx. Thank y'all for having me at Tacoma Station. I appreciate every last one of y'all. Y'all so beautiful. Give it up for yourselves, man. One time. Shit. Y'all still here. Y'all still standing like a brick shit house. Yeah, cut up like an eighth of dope, baby. That was hood term. They don't know about that cut up like an eighth of dope. Right or wrong. Everybody got that uncle say, right or wrong. Take 2 steps back, right or wrong. Geraldine raising them kids wrong. Right or wrong. Shit, this shit was popping tonight. Right or wrong.
Tell the people where they can find you, your name. Why we got you in the car, man. We in the truck today. Me and my boy Redd in the car. Where can we find you at, sir?
You can find me on Instagram at ReddCroxx. Redd Croxx. If I ever get somewhere with this here comedy, I'm gonna add another X. The shit will get X-rated because I'm gonna be faded. But hey, you gotta double up on the double down sometimes, man.
You gotta double up
on the double down. And that's the way the shit be, man. I tell people every time in my show, energy is transferable. That's why I separate myself from bad stuff all the time. You know, even in a work setting or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I try to be around positive things and people that are productive. That's why automatically, when I met Super Santi from down the way, first time I met you, my brother, we were speaking Spanish for like 15-20 minutes. Like, man, like, que paso, papo? Dígame. I almost jumped into one of my characters I do named Flaco Navarre.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? See, Flaco be dancing, baby. Flaco be talking this shit. I think of the pussy, I look at the pussy, go, la, 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 la. You know what I'm saying? They like it when you put that little tongue on them. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas be put the clip of the red dog on them, man.
You gotta put it light.
You gotta put it, la, la, la.
You gotta roll your tongue.
It tickles they soul. Yeah, man.
You funny, man. You funny, man. Yo, man, shout out to my boy Redd Croxx, man. He on the show with us, man. He gonna add another X, gonna get just nasty on him.
I'm gonna get you right for me now.
But the man is dope. He's a dope comedian. And we're blessed to have you on the show. You can find me at Super Saiyan Santi. I'm on everything with that. Shout out to Aquana Diva Violence. Shout out to my boy at OG_Frank. Shout out to at Van, my boy Van over there at the Real LFR Family. He's on Instagram. He killing the YouTube game, man. My man Van is like over 300,000 subscribers on YouTube, man. He's getting paid from it. And he's always getting better at it. Every time he hits me up, he's like, yo, I just got 20,000 something views on this video. I got 80,000 views on 100,000 views. He getting plaques from YouTube. He's like killing the game on the social media game. So I shot that boy out. My man is nice with it.
What's his handle? I need to follow him.
Follow him, man.
Because honestly,
follow him, please.
I think he has figured out a key to internet promotion and monetization of it that a lot of people will never get to. A lot of females out there think that shaking their ass online is like where it's at. It is where it's at if you're doing it for a profit. But if you're doing it just to be known in your city or your state, you're serving yourself a disservice. You know, it drop, man. It's all good. I'm off that rapper.
It is deep in there.
Hey, I'm gonna have to jump out and get that motherfucker from under there. But it's all good. You rolling, you recording everything. But yeah, for him to be able to take whatever talent that he has and monetize it online and entertain people and create content. Content is king.
So let me ask you a question. We talk about topics on the show.
Yeah, we're talking about topics on this subject.
How you feel about the whole? Did I give them? I must have given it back to you, bro.
Oh shit, my bad. Yeah. See, that's black folk. That's my grandma. Somebody done stole my damn lighter. Whole time the shit in your pocket.
Yeah, but I try to give it back.
Yes, sir. You an honest man. Yeah, this is the blue one. I might have had a yellow one.
It might have been a yellow one.
But all right, so what we gonna talk about? Will and Jada.
Boom.
Is this yours?
That's yours.
No, I had another
two.
one.
This my man was prepared.
He sent me the text and said, "Bring a lighter, my brother," and I said, "We gonna be lit," just like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're talking about topics like Will and Jada.
Will and Jada. Because why wouldn't we not talk about it if it is trending? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Will, all right. I think, oh man, they got some ratchet joint. Yeah, girl. Yeah. Yeah, hey, roll the window down.
Oh my goodness. My man.
Hey, baby, come to my show tonight at ZK Lounge, 1805 Montana Avenue, Northeast. ZK. Yeah, follow me on IG, REDDCROXX. I'm gonna send you some tickets, baby. Y'all look lit. CROXX. Yeah, Redd Croxx. Damn, girl, you got them furry slippers on over there. You look like you do. Oh, stop playing, girl. Ooh, I like that shit. I got a Louis V bag right here. We'll look great together. Come to my show, baby. But yeah, I'm producing tonight, man. My bad.
You good? Hey, you good, man? This is what the podcast is all about. Real, being real. Oh, and we're gonna take some photos.
Absolutely, bro. My brother, man. Let me.
I'm gonna get smoking. Do your thing.
Sir. Just a cigarette for all them kids, man.
Yeah,
Drugs are not cool.
We don't do drugs.
No, we don't do drugs. I know a few florists that sell flowers, but we don't go to no drug stores.
Nope.
Absolutely. Nope. I might go to an after hour spot because they be doing something strange in there. No, to my lady at home, I ain't mean that shit. I ain't mean that shit. I'm with Super Santi, and we telling the kids don't do drugs.
Nope. Hope down with dope, up with hope.
Up with hope, down with dope.
Hey.
There's no testimony without a test.
Hey.
Absolutely. All gas, no brakes. God dang it. See, I almost cussed. But I can't do it while I'm talking about the law. So when it comes to Jada and Will.
Yo, there we go. What we talking about?
I feel like before a person really can judge that whole situation, you got to go back to number one. Go back to the foundation, which is, my understanding is that they had an open type relationship from the beginning.
Word.
So, with that being said, to me, it feels like if they had an open situation and she was out there sleeping with August or whomever else, whosoever, and he was out there knocking the carnation milk out of something too.
The carnation milk.
Carnation milk.
That's thick milk.
That's the thing. That's that evaporated milk. Boy,
that's
not like that. Boy, you remember when a nigga was living in the ghetto growing up? You would run out of regular 2% milk. Mama say, take some of that carnation milk in that boy and put a little bit of water in it. That shit was thicker than a motherfucker. Like government cheese was good as shit too. But do you remember government butter?
Nah.
Oh my God.
The cheese was crazy.
Oh my God, the cheese. Hey, that shit feel like a brick in your stomach.
It hold you down all
like
day.
All day, nigga. Food with the motherfucking cereal was puffed wheat. Didn't even have a fucking flavor. But when it comes to Will and Jada, I feel like you gotta go from number one, talk about the fact that they were in an open relationship. So the fact that she was fucking these other men and taking in all this different energy or doing all of this and that and the third, it was understood that it was okay. A lot of square people that ain't into that swinging or open relationship type formatted relationship really can't understand that. They can't get it because they go home to their wife after they take their break at work, eat their cheese sandwich, and they go to Fridays for happy hour. But some people out here really hanging and swinging. And they got a wife, a girlfriend.
So you're saying that affected the whole reason for him going up onto the stage?
He's trying to get back to some type of normalcy in my book.
So he's getting back to... So him going on the stage...
And protecting her honor.
Okay. So how about the other people that they claimed were also juggling him as well?
So I didn't know the fix was in already for him. See, that's why I try to not evaluate situations until I have all the information. But from what, I mean, if that was the case, he should have smacked all of them.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt.
Yeah, I mean, it's like...
But then I would have been like, Will Smith out there just slapping niggas.
He just slapping niggas. They locking him up. They throwing away the key.
Will Smith walking up, if he walked up the stage and did it twice, I'd be like, something wrong with him.
Right. They'd have put him out on the second approach. The second approach, maybe the first one, he might have made it. He might have made it to the stairs. But they tackling this nigga soon as
The second one, he's like, where Will going, yo?
Yeah,
Is
man.
Will about to slap?
Hold on, but they've been coming for Will for years, though. You have to understand, this man has been emasculated within the public eye.
But hold on. But he getting a nice check, though.
Exactly. That's why he shouldn't be in his feelings.
Just walking up and just slapping
He felt like I feel like slapping a nigga
And he slapped
today.
Chris Rock, yo.
Dog, Chris Rock is a legend in my book.
Of course he
Chris
is.
Rock was in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker.
CB4.
CB4. I'm in C Gusto. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all.
And I'm bigger black.
The black, y'all. Nigga. Oh, excuse me, I didn't say nigga like that, but damn. Dude, Chris Rock was on SNL. He was on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. He was on CB4. We talking about Pookie. We talking about don't hurt me, man. That shit be calling me, man. I gotta go do it. I just gotta go do it. Nigga Ice-T put the barrel of motherfucking 4.5 in his mouth.
Yo.
And yeah, Chris Rock is a very accomplished man. I hate to see two black people
That was whack, dog. You gonna
in prominent positions going at each other.
Come on, he slapped him.
He slapped him. He slapped him around and called him
I'm sorry for
something.
laughing, dog. But then he sat down.
Did you see Diddy's response to it?
I saw Diddy's, man.
And he was like, that was a hell of a smack. That man, Chris Rock, got a chin. The boy has a chin. Shit. But nah.
And it was like an old town slap. It was like,
It really was.
It was a two-handed body move.
He used his torso muscles and came. I feel. Is he taller than Chris Rock?
I think he might be a little.
I feel like he came down with it a little bit. I think he.
You knew height was involved from the movie.
For real, Will ain't no short dude.
Will Smith, man, I hope he's okay. Hope that brother's okay.
I think he's going through some things. I think he needs counseling. But counseling only works for people that are willing to be honest. And he has to be honest about how broken he is. That man is broken. Anybody that can be... See, that's the part of the Willie Lynch ladder. If you can emasculate somebody publicly and destroy their public image, which Jada has done, it seems to be a systematic plan. You know what I'm saying? To knock a nigga down. She been knocking this nigga down for years.
I pray for the brother, man. I pray for the brother. How about this topic? Yo, how you been doing during this whole COVID situation, man?
Man.
And then now we here. We all of a sudden be outside, no mask.
Man, don't it seem like a conspiracy? It seemed like a conspiracy to me now, but I don't normally get into all them conspiracy theories, this and that and the third, but it seemed like it damn sure dissipated and evaporated quite rapidly after everybody got the damn shot.
Yo, do you still wear a mask?
Hell no. I ain't wore a mask. Only time I was wearing a mask hard was when they didn't know what it was. Before they knew where it came from.
What kind of mask did you wear?
First, I was double bandanaed up like a motherfucking blood.
You was double bandana?
Double band. My coworkers was making fun of me. They was like, that shit ain't gonna work.
You had a bandana, like a bandana?
I had a like a Crip blood bandana.
Oh, hilarious, dog.
Yeah, a double bandana.
I don't think that wasn't gonna work, dog.
It wasn't. But I was determined to not wear something that was strapped to my ears.
Oh yeah, that
ear, man, I got sensitive ears.
That shit.
And I like to wear earrings. So
yeah, and that's a lot of weight on the ear.
That's a lot of weight. Yeah. And then I wear glasses as well. So it's like, man, is my ears ever gonna get a break?
I still wear the mask.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
You know why? Because they kept making it such a fucking big deal to wear the mask.
And
now I'm gonna wear the motherfucking mask.
Exactly. And then they done switched. They done. What's his name? The chief doctor. Fauci slipped up, and they done hacked his emails, and he said the mask ain't worth shit. The mask don't even fucking work. We talking about the chief. He's bigger than the goddamn Surgeon General.
You gotta pay attention when you see him.
He got the double salute.
You gotta salute that dude.
We gonna salute Fauci. He's a gangster. He made it through the storm. Man, I was watching the news every day when the pandemic broke out, and I was like, I was telling my wife, I was married at the time. I was like, hey, babe, 100,000 more than died today. And then the next day, oh shit, it went up to 250,000. Damn, we done lost 200 this week. And it was very draining and depressing. And my marriage, just to make a long story short, my marriage folded like one of them Dixie cups that you get from the dollar store.
You can't put no drink in it.
You can't put nothing in there.
You can't put no real drink.
Yeah, hell no.
That real drink just
that shit'll eat through that shit.
It become that shit.
I'm telling you, you'll have cups floating around in your drink. You have particles like shit.
Yeah, that's some good cups.
Hell yeah, particles and shit. So, and so, all right, what was the first?
This shit was good.
I knew it was real probably a week and a half before they laid everybody off. When they said they shutting the schools down,
yeah, they shut the schools.
I said, you know what? We about to be on unemployment. Because who the fuck can stay home with my kids while I go to work?
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
ain't that some shit right there?
It really
it brought the family closer, bro.
Bro, it was cool. What did you do during quarantine?
What I was doing, I'm keeping it real. I ain't paying no mind.
You was still working.
I just kept on working.
Oh, you were like you said, you drive, so you're a part of the supply chain.
Well, I didn't drive then. I sold, actually, right before it all happened, I started selling solutions for cleaning homes and housekeeping.
Like
one of the motherfuckers.
Wow, that's dope.
And
how did you get into that?
Man, one day I was like, if I can sell computer equipment, I can sell soap and water.
Damn, right. Because you can sell hardware and software.
I can sell the real
That's
shit.
kind of like coke on the street. If you selling hard and you can sell it soft, then you could damn near sell water to a well. But see,
I like selling.
Me too. No. I
like selling.
That's how I started. I kind of was a reluctant comedian. Like initially, I started on a live stream during the pandemic. After my marriage folded like a paper cup, or like when the styrofoam plates you ain't supposed to put it in the microwave, it just evaporated and went into the air. I started going to this live stream every Friday where he was one of my close friends, childhood friends, was putting people on. And I'm gonna
close this real quick.
I went there.
I'm gonna get some ash.
My bad. No, I ain't gonna smoke your car out.
No,
but
we gotta open the top up there.
Yeah, but I went there like 3 times, and I was making people in the crowd in the audience laugh, and I was heckling the comedians a little bit at the time, and eventually he was like, "Man, hey, think about it. I want to give you 5 minutes on stage." And he was like, I was like, damn, I was terrified. I was absolutely terrified because public speaking ain't really my big, strength. So I thought at the time it wasn't. And then I thought about it for 2 weeks. And then my boss heard about the opportunity and said, nigga, if you don't do that shit, I'm going to be mad at you. Because you got it in you to do something that a lot of people wish they could do. And he it ain't gonna cost you nothing to try to do it and maybe fail the first time.
Yeah. How'd you like it the first time you did it?
Man, well, I loved it because where I started, was the hardest setting to do for a comedian, which is a close quarter setting. And it was like the people in the audience were like 5 feet away from the stage. And it was like maybe like 5 rows of chairs and a couch over here and a tall bar chair over there. So it was like a space that could hold like 25 people. But we used to get like 30, 40 people in that motherfucker some night.
Nice.
We was drinking, we had homemade drinks because everybody was at the liquor store every day. We had a big ass punch bowl with this drink we called moon juice. At a G's night out, man. We was in Fort Washington. And you couldn't tell us nothing. In there, breaking all the COVID restrictions, not wearing no masks, nothing. Niggas throwing up in the bathroom. It was like house party every Friday. So, that's how one of my old comedy partners got in the game. Her name is T. Marie, and when I was bombing in my first year, that woman said, "You alright," you know what I'm saying? You keep going. But it was a beautiful thing, just to be able to express myself and be creative. I've always been a creative person.
So that's how you got introduced.
A live stream called A G's Night Out. And this show still goes today. It eventually graduated from, after like 2.5 years, it graduated from my homeboy's basement into a spot in Old Town Alexandria, VA, called the Galactic Panther Art Gallery. And I performed there twice. And I killed it both times because all that preparation, I had no choice. By that time, I knew what worked for me. I knew what didn't work for me. I knew my lane as a comedian. I had observed other accomplished comedians killing stuff, like Tony Wood. I did a place in Woodbridge, Virginia called the Electric Palm, and I only did that place one time. But in the course of me going there several times, you know, I performed there once, but I've been there several times. I met Tony Woods and Shevitz Witcher. They're traveling comedians, and Tony Woods has been on Def Comedy Jam.
Yeah, I know Tony Woods. Yeah.
He's. I
like comedy. I love comedy. I'm into comedy heavy.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with hecklers? Because Will Smith pretty much would have been considered a heckler in this situation.
Yeah.
How would you have dealt with a heckler?
I mean, I don't want to say nothing too spicy because the kids might be watching this.
It's all good.
I roll around. I'm with some may call a big stepper. So if they from the hood, they know what that means. But I go toe to toe, word for word with somebody.
Yeah.
I've been destroyed though on stage at a G's Night Out, drunk as hell, rose bottle in my hand. Nigga called me everything.
Rose
bottle in my hand.
You feeling good that day?
I was feeling good that day. I came out with a with a vision, and it wasn't recognized that day. But I doubled up on the double down. I wiped off my tears and my fears and my cares, and I bounced back. But the dude destroyed me.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even a comedian, but I wasn't a comedian at the time yet.
So you were learning your game. You had
I was
to deal
learning
with
my game. I wasn't a full-fledged comedian because I didn't know the different formats and tools of comedy yet, which I would later learn after going to a bunch of open mics and running into a few good comedians that said, read the Comedy Bible. And that's by Judy Carter.
I'm going to read that book. Is it good?
It's a very good book if you got an open mind. If you can be objective.
I like reading shit that just blow my mind sometimes. I like a good book. And also, I'm a gamer. You a gamer?
I am.
What do you play?
I mean, I haven't been playing the recent stuff. I just bought Super Nintendo.
Okay.
And I bought PlayStation that you could play Atari games on. Like,
You went retro.
yeah, I went retro because like I'm a nostalgic type dude.
I see.
Yeah, I'm very nostalgic. Like
That's very nostalgic.
And then I went to this place in Springfield, Virginia that sells Ataris and what's them other ones? Laser disc and
like
record players and vinyl and they have an arcade in there as well. Yeah, so I was in there. I was like a kid in a candy store. I was playing duck hunting shit with the gun. I was like, man, I got this in 1990 for that Christmas, and I was playing duck hunt all day. So yeah, man. But I do like Madden. I used to play 2K, but believe it or not, I'm a fan of Tiger Woods golf.
Yo, I like golf games as well, man.
Yeah, man.
So you have the Tiger Woods golf? You playing that?
I do, but I got the old one.
But that's crazy.
Yeah.
So you like the old joint? You play that?
Hell yeah, I play the Masters. I play all of that, man.
That's different. How does that feel playing that during this time, knowing that I'm gonna tell you what I'm playing as golf? I got the Oculus. So I'm playing golf on the Oculus right now.
And that's the
virtual
goggles. Damn.
That shit is on another level.
I'm scared to try it.
Yo, it's gonna blow your mind. It's fun as shit.
I feel like I might have a seizure or some shit.
At first, when you first get them, you do have to get used to them. But once you do, you start playing golf on this shit. Like I'm playing in like Top Shot, and I got the Migos video playing above me while I'm playing golf.
That's dope. Super dope. It's like, I don't know. I know it throws off your whole equilibrium probably.
It does for a little bit.
Damn.
But once you get the hang of it, I'm on some other stuff. Like I play war games like Call of Duty joints.
Oh my god.
And then there's this one that you're playing frisbee in an arena with no gravity, zero gravity. So you're flying around to grab this frisbee and you're trying to throw it in to a net against another team trying to stop you.
So what war games you play? Like Call of Duty or?
They got like Call of Duty, but it's like their own version of it.
Oh.
Or you could be on a SWAT team and you like going through the motion, but you got to just follow.
You know what, though? That leads me to a question I want to ask you.
Let's ask me the question.
All right. So you saying you play war games? I have too. I used to play Gears of War back in the day. Yeah, that was for the time that was a really good game. It was an innovative game. Soldiers in war situations get PTSD, and I feel like the society we live in has desensitized us to a lot of trauma. Do you think a person could get PTSD from playing a virtual reality war game? Nah, it's not that real.
For me, it ain't.
But for some people,
I could understand that it might be.
It might be, because perception is everything. Like,
yeah.
And what your mind takes in, your subconscious like feeds on.
Me, I enjoy going up in that shit and just getting headshots.
And pow, pow. You go to the range in real life, like.
You know, I not really, not like I used to. So no,
Yeah.
I would say right now, no. When I was younger, yes.
Yeah, I mean, guns. How do you feel about gun safety and gun laws?
Yeah, I feel like when everybody wants to do what you gonna do, man.
Right.
You know, if you feel like that protects you, hey, you know, you might need protecting.
Yeah, I mean, some people see it from different lenses, man. Like, some people say if you're scared, go to church, and some people say if you're scared, go grab a 4.5 or a semi.
I'll be like, you may have prayed behind this at me, dog. I don't know.
Right.
You know, I just do what you do to make yourself happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, as long as you don't come to me with no problems.
Hell yeah. No, I mean, I got a different outlook on guns and gun safety because my life was majorly impacted by gun violence when I was very young.
Sorry
My brother died of gun violence when I was 11.
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate it, but you know, hey, he was living by the sword.
Whew.
And a lot of these dudes out here
I lost a lot of friends like that, man.
Right. Me too. I mean, I lost my
friends.
brother, and he was the first one that I kind of ever really recognized. Damn, we living in a flawed system.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
This system is not designed for us to prosper initially. You know, so it is what it is. But
yeah, I feel you.
But when I was young, I was mad. Oh, my brother's gone. This, that, and the third. But when I got older, I realized he was living by the sword, and he was out there living that life. He was 17.
Damn.
He had a 35-year-old girlfriend. He had a safe in the house. You know what I'm saying?
He had to survive.
He was a stepper. And my mom was a drug addict. That's why I say in my shows sometimes I'm a crack baby. But I'm a crack baby that recognized my flaws early and overcompensated in the areas that I wasn't flawed in. As far as like communication and articulating myself and reading, like, you know, all of that.
Man, you are your whole vibe is real relaxed, and to know that you dealt with such like that trauma, and that's trauma like a motherfucker. You know that's trauma. I know that it's trauma, and but the way you carry yourself, does that fuel you for your material? Is that how you get your material?
I mean, not initially though.
Okay.
At the beginning, it was more me finding concepts that I could gel with. But as I go forward with the comedy and formulating different routines, I'm starting to, you know, put more stuff in my comedy that's from my real life. You know, that's from my upbringing. Like, I was writing a joke yesterday about my son, my youngest son. I got 2 sons. My oldest is 12 and my youngest is 6.
Wow.
You got kids, right?
I got one kid.
And your kid ain't even talking yet.
Not even there yet.
Not even on the dad yet.
Man, he's on the dad, but he's on, I'm going to do what the hell I want to do.
Right, that's how they are, straight up, like to begin with. And then you shape him and mold him like a piece of clay. But my oldest son is an introvert, and my youngest son is an extrovert like me.
Okay.
But I'm an introvert turned extrovert. Okay. And that's a whole nother story.
Okay.
But I think he might be an entertainer. My youngest son said to me, Dad, I think my brother has sleep paralysis. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back on the podcast. My youngest son Kai said to me, I think my brother has sleep paralysis.
Jesus Christ.
And then I said, Skirt, you 6 years old. What do you know about sleep paralysis? And where did you learn that word? So I talked to his mother like right after me and him had that conversation. And I said, your son is gonna be something else. And I stopped him in the middle of the whole conversation and said, explain what sleep paralysis is to me. And he said to me, he said, yeah, my brother Jalen, sometimes when he's sleeping, he sits up and he looks around with his eyes closed, and then he lays back and he says, I can't move. I can't move. So he had some concept of what paralysis is. And it was, in the moment, it was kind of dope. But yeah, my son, he may be a little entertainer. He can sing his ass off though.
Oh man, he's so funny as hell. Yo, guys, we're gonna stop for a little bit. I'm gonna get some cake. We'll be right back.
And
how many of y'all are into daily affirmations? Yeah, give it up for daily mental wellness, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about like the I am beautiful and I am worthy of the world. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking about daily affirmations like fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. That bitch ain't gonna do me wrong again. Fuck that bitch. Damn, I lost myself for a second.
I was
Excuse
thinking
me.
that. No, I was thinking that.
But you gotta, them daily affirmations, they play a big role in your subconscious mind that may drive your everyday reality. So when you say fuck that bitch, mean that shit. I do. This is me personally.
Cause you on it, like you are like plugged into the local area as of comedy is concerned.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, yes and no. I got a few good, very good allies. I'm gonna say more than few. You know, I got a lot of good people that rock with me. Yeah. Which one did I think I put this one down.
I bet.
Yeah. I got a few good people like Phil Page, Miss Chocolate. She was a host at Tacoma Station for years. She produces shows all over the area. I'm plugged in really hard. I rock hard with Chi Chi the Comedian out of Baltimore. Vibes by Cinnamon. DJ Got Jokes. Miss Cinnamon. A guy named Idris. Morgan Tulliver and John Burton. He's a heavy hitter. Like on the underground scene, I really don't rock with a lot of the mainstream guys. I ain't gonna really say their names because I don't have nothing against them. But you know, when you're on a local scene and people start getting more shine, not saying I got more shine, but they may have got more shine, and they start elevating at a fast rate, sometimes they get Hollywood.
What does that mean? Yeah, Hollywood. What that mean to you?
They stop going to open mics. They stop observing the craft in the way that they did initially when they started it. That's why comedians like Kevin Hart aren't as raw and pure as, you know, it's not the comedy he does is not at the same level it was when he was on the ground floor or he was on his way up. Like he drives a Ferrari or a Bugatti or whatever rich person car, and he travels the world and does shows everywhere, but he can't tell you how much a gallon of milk is at the grocery store. You lose a certain, you know, hunger and sharpness when you get some bread from it.
That's real. That's real.
I mean, some people do, some people don't. You got some comedians like Chris Rock. I mean, not Chris Rock, but Cat Williams that is worth millions of dollars, but still goes to the dirty, rough, after-hour spots and little chicken places and little bistros in Atlanta and, you know, does shows like all over, even though they could be doing arenas. But
when you're trying to keep his chops sharp.
Right. A lot of people lose their chops when they get a little taste of money.
That's the question. How you like the cake?
Man, Red Velvet. I appreciate you, Super Santi.
No problem, my brother.
This here, hey, we bought in Washington D.C. in the nation's capital, and I've been in the gym real hard for the last 3.5 months.
Yo, congrats on that, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it, man.
That's not easy, dog.
Nah, I mean, I done missed some days, but
you felt like you've been doing it that long.
Hell yeah.
You've been doing it that long, bro. That's not easy. You know, as men, as people, human beings, we lost the hunt when we had to hunt. So imagine hunting back then, you had to be in shape to catch shit running.
Yeah.
So we gotta make that, you know, somehow be a habit to us.
Absolutely. But I think some people don't realize what physical health and diet incorporated.
As I eat this cake, I understand.
No. It's like when you work out or stay active, you feel better mentally.
You feel great, dog.
You don't feel as drained. Like, you know, you have the ability to, I mean, me personally, I have the ability to figure out problems easier and solutions for stuff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Like when I got a clear mind and my body is progressing. Absolutely.
My bad, it's my phone.
Hey,
My bad.
And you a businessman.
No.
Hey, I done learned.
I love business, man.
Learned a lot from you already, just observing you. Like that's the whole thing. A lot of people won't say publicly that they study and observe other people.
I dig doing that.
I'm a people watcher. Like,
my wife and I, we'll just be out. We'll go outside. We'll just sit in a spot and just chill and watch society.
Peace be still.
Hey.
A person who will see so much more in a resting position with their head up than in a frantic position with their head down or midway. And I just been learning more and more often to look up and look around, you know, because yeah, we gonna have problems. Either you're in a storm, coming out of a storm, or headed to a storm, and that's just life. But real like go-getters like me and you and Quantival and all the other people associated with your media platform, they know that it's going to be a lot of hard times and adversity, but the rewards after a hard grind. That's why I drink rosé.
So that's how you get over the hard times.
Yeah, some level of celebration. But I be mad at people out here celebrating nothing.
Yeah.
Some dudes be out here running around, tearing up the city, being a menace to society, not being there for the kids.
Some people just having a good time, dog.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. I feel like, who am I to judge them? But I look at people, successful people, in contrast to the way other people live. Like we were talking earlier about everybody wanting instant gratification.
Instant gratification.
It's just I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm saying it's not sustainable without going through the process. Like, you know, in order to like maintain some level of success, it's best to do it the organic way. And I think a lot of these young kids out here see Uzi Vert, see rappers on TV with big wads of money, see Migos with $100,000 chains.
They don't be understanding them young men and women work hard for that shit.
Very hard.
Even if their hard work wasn't the same amount of time and minutes as yours, they may have went through a situation that was so hard that it multiplied to maybe like the year you've been going through.
In a day.
In a day.
Or in a week.
There's some people that have had that. And they deal with that, you know what I'm saying? And those people get celebrated that way, you know, at times.
Yeah, man. It's a crazy thing to be out here on your grind and you have the desire to be recognized by your home crowd or whatever.
Yeah.
But to be recognized by a publication or a media platform, it's a big deal to me. Like when I did Uncensored TV, Power Up Radio, I was just featured in Jack Magazine.
Dope.
You know, I mean, it's small magazines and small platforms, you know, compared
but it's numbers though.
Yeah, compared to other ones though.
Man, you got to get seen for the skill you do.
Yeah, and nobody, I mean, but for somebody to give you recognition, it means a lot to me. Even though if I was in the arena or on the scale where I could be getting awards or whatever, I don't think the awards would really mean anything to me. Because it's the feeling I get when I step on a stage and I give people a unique experience to comedy.
So let me ask you this question. Are you seeking financial gain from this? Is this something that you do full time? Are you planning to make it full time?
I mean, I produce my own shows, so I treat it like a part-time job.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a part-time job to me. But when I went on tour with Charlie Mack and the Mac Pack in January, thank you, my brother. And I went on tour with Two Jennings, Oreo. Two Jennings is from Missouri. Oreo from Detroit. What's the other girl name? Dasha Freeman from Detroit. And it was another guy from Cali. But that's like you said about the big stars getting big rewards from working really hard. I went on tour for 7 days, and we did all kind of shows: Carolina, in the Carolinas, in Georgia, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Austin, Houston, and I felt damn near dead.
I bet.
After like a week and a day of doing this.
It's a lot of fucking travel.
A lot of drive. And I drove.
And you drove? Oh.
I drove.
Gangster.
Man, I had, nigga, it was the time of my life.
I bet you did.
Dog. I mean, and I had at the time I felt like was my comedy partner that I was gonna rock with for life. And because we've been in real situations with each other, like at after hour spots or in volatile places. We performed at Expectations in Baltimore with Vibes by Cinnamon and DJ Got Jokes and what's her name? Kanasia Riley. And this was East Baltimore.
I love Baltimore.
I love Baltimore too.
Baltimore,
how much I love Baltimore. I wore this hoodie.
I saw it, don't worry.
That I got from Royal Farms on Charles Street.
Royal Farms. That's what.
Because I fucked up with plenty of good women, but I'm trying to change my ways. I'm trying to change for the better tomorrow, goddammit. Lord have mercy, bless the children. I said, Lord have mercy, bless the children.
Come back to the question. I asked Redd, what was the day that he felt like he was going to quit? That a lot of entrepreneurs go through, a lot of business people, a lot of people that are that have talent, and they want to master it. They go that day that everything was fucked up, was falling apart. What was that day like? And what happened?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. I probably was about a year and a couple months into doing stand-up comedy. At this time, I hadn't did any outside open mics other than the live stream I was doing every Friday, because I just felt at home on that stage in Fort Washington. But one night, I got destroyed by a fucking heckler. This shit was sad. This dude came up there, he talked about my jeans.
Damn.
I was wearing $120 jeans that he had never seen. One of a kind. He found a way to twist the energy and say my jeans was Bama. But me being inexperienced, I didn't know how to flip that energy and change it.
That's not that easy.
In the moment, sometimes it's not that easy.
Yeah.
But if you recognize the intent and the direction it's coming from, you can diagnose a remedy to change the energy.
Ooh. And make it to your advantage.
And then change it. It's like doing jujitsu. Jujitsu is a defensive martial arts, like a genre of martial arts, where they really don't strike first. They wait until you strike and see where your energy is going and then change the momentum of it. I definitely could have did that if I would have knew the comedy tools that I know now. You know, there are like 5-6 comedy tools I use all the time. There's change of direction, which is, kind of like setting it up or drawing people's attention to one area and take it in another direction. And then you have crowd work, which is where you involve the crowd through a series of questions or like a question and answer.
You're mastering this.
So yeah, it's a tool set.
So that was 2. What's the rest? I got it here.
All right.
What's 3?
I did change of direction, crowd work, because those are my favorite ones.
Okay.
Then you have, it's like styles of comedy. You have storytelling. I incorporate spoken word into my sets. You've seen that before.
Yeah.
When I did a poem, I did what poem did I? Do you remember which poem I did at the show?
I don't recall the poem.
All right, okay. You might have missed it because I did it later, like for my closing. But
I was there to the whole thing.
Oh, okay, damn.
I was there the whole job.
All right, I probably did my intro poem, but it was a lot of comedy that night.
Yeah, it was a lot of comedy.
I did Tonight, we gonna get down to business. We gonna get in these bitches' muscles like Bally's Fitness. Niggas be learning, and then niggas be forgetting. Niggas get on stages just like this and make shit cook. I done been around 1,000 criminals. I should have wrote a book. But it's like that old saying that mama used to say, ain't no such things as halfway crooks. Let's get this show going. But that's like one of my intro poems. But like I said, it's a lot of different tools. And had I known at that time what I know now, I would have been able to handle that man a lot better. He was in there dressed in a baggy tank top.
Now you got it.
A belt from Marshalls. His jeans look like he was from 1996. What's that group? Damn, the Daddy Mac and make it jump. That nigga look like he was in a fucking crisscross video.
Yeah, yeah.
So big ass baggy jeans on backwards. So if I had known what I know now, I could have picked that man apart and exposed his intent. And then the crowd would have turned on him. And there's different things you got to be aware of at a comedy show. Like with a lot of people with this PC culture, the crowd will turn on your ass. Yeah. You get out there, like I got a comedian friend that I used to run with. We used to do a two-man format. And that's one of the things I originated. I didn't originate it, but I instituted it on the first show that I did. We had the two-man format. And this guy that I was doing comedy with was disrespectful to the women in the audience. But they loved it. Initially, in the small setting we used to do our show in. But he tried that same shit in East Baltimore.
Oh, shit.
And they said, who the F he think he talking to? So, you know, it's important to read the room before you try to apply comedy. And I feel it's like sex. It's definitely like sex.
Comedy is like sex?
It's like sex. Some of these comedians want to just jump right into the ish and jam and start fucking.
Yeah.
But you got to do some foreplay, because these people don't know who you are.
You got foreplay the pussy.
Yeah, if you introduce yourself and they know who you are, they're more likely to jail with you and vibe with you. But some people just come and say, I'm going to make these people laugh. And it may work sometimes, but my approach is different. And that's why I clash with a lot of comedians, because I have a very unorthodox style.
It's raw.
It's different, yeah.
It's raw the motherfucker, dog.
Raw. I like it. I like it raw.
You got me raw.
Yeah, I just had a conversation like recently with a comedian. It was a clean comedian. I ain't gonna say her name, but we had a back and forth about clean comedians versus dirty comedians. And clean comedians really do. Ooh, Lord Jesus. They look down on dirty comics.
You told me that.
They do.
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing. They look at us like we ain't ish.
But how many clean comedians are there that we can say have held like society in its grasp for years?
Right.
Other than Bill Cosby.
Oh my God, that's what I thought about.
Other than Bill Cosby.
And he was doing his dirt behind the scenes.
Each his own. Allegedly, he did this a little time. I don't know, man. Poor Bill Cosby at the end of the day, though.
He used to hit him.
He was too old for that.
Can you imagine Bill Cosby on a date with a young woman? So you came to the room at 2:30, and the Jello pudding pops were in the freezer. Camille had put the children to bed. So either you're going to give me the pussy, or I'm going to take the pussy.
Let me tell you something. My favorite joke about, I like saying like this about Bill Cosby in this whole situation is, he liked his pussy numb.
Dead.
Like, I'm like, yo, Bill, they couldn't be for just lifting up a leg.
I don't even want the pussy if she ain't give it to me.
You know what I'm saying?
If she ain't conscious, how can she moan?
That heavy leg, imagine just numb. I'm like, yo, Billy, that's a lot of work, dog. You a strong nigga, dog. He was one of them stress back in the 60s. So you can lift a nigga leg up.
Man, I don't even like trying to hit my lady while she sleep.
That's too much work. Hey, wake up.
Yeah, she got to participate. This is a team sport. He turned into a one-man show.
He wanted that shit just numb the fuck out.
Yeah, and she wondered why she woke up with her mouth sore and her asshole hurting.
She's like, what the fuck happened?
Really? Like,
I was asleep. Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
like, I mean, one of them women looked like a damn pro wrestler. Nothing against women that look like pro wrestlers, but
oh, here we go.
she didn't really look that attractive. The one that was the coach from Pennsylvania.
Man, I felt like every single one of them motherfuckers wasn't attractive. I was like,
maybe I only seen a few of them.
Man, Bill Cosby, I'm like, yo, Bill, what the fuck were you thinking?
What was it? And he's a multi-millionaire. The man could have paid somebody.
And they would have done it. They would have done it.
Just pretend that you sleep. Pretend. I'm gonna sprinkle something in your drink.
I'm gonna go buy me Jello.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some Jello in your drink, and when you wake up, it's gonna be a check waiting for you.
Oh, poor Bill, man. I felt bad for Bill in that whole situation. I ain't gonna.
And I loved Bill. Like, I felt like he was like.
I still love Bill.
He was one of the corners. Like, who didn't watch the Cosbys growing up?
If you didn't watch the Cosby growing up when you weren't growing up, you were a racist.
Had to be. Had to be.
You're a racist.
Had to be.
You're a racist.
I love Claire.
Even if you're black, you're a racist.
Felicia Rashad, Lord have mercy.
Felicia Rashad was bad. Fucking Denise. Yeah, little Denise. I wasn't into Denise, be honest with
Which
you.
one? Oh, that's the brown skin one, right?
Nah, that's the oldest, right?
I think I like
That's Lisa Bonet.
I like the two light skinned ones.
Oh, you like them joint? I felt like Denise was just. I liked when she went on Different World. That's when they had brought out more chicks.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was like, yeah. When they brought them on Different World, I was like, okay, finally more chicks. Okay.
I think they say Bill Cosby's color struck though. How the hell he had the show cast where you got Lisa
Bonet.
Lisa Bonet that's light skinned. The other one, which one? The brown skinned one.
It was Sandra.
She was brown skinned, and then you had the oldest one.
There was Vanessa.
That was
middle to the last.
That was red bone. And then you had Rudy.
No. Rudy was the last one.
Rudy was one.
And then
you had Theo.
And then had Theo.
All right.
That's a lot of kids for a motherfucker to have though.
How you gonna have 3 brown skin ones and then 2 high yellow ones from 2 brown
they
people?
were saying that the moms is Puerto Rican.
Little Boricua.
The moms was Puerto Rican, remember?
Little Boricua, man. Ain't nothing wrong. Damn, Felicia do like she got a little Puerto Rican in her.
She Puerto Rican for real.
For real? Oh my God.
She Puerto Rican for real, yeah.
Damn.
Her name is Felicia. Yeah, Felicia. Oh, over
How you feel about her standing up for Bill?
You know, I feel like as me getting money during a time from a brother where other people wasn't getting money like I was getting money. Cause I bet you Felicia, she ain't cutting no checks. I bet you her checks is stacked.
Done.
And she still, when she go act, she get the clean roll. She get, you came with a nice little pretty penny. Cause you're not gonna get
her in a. Well, damn. Hold on, I seen her in that.
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, the Tyler
with
Perry
that shit.
joint. I seen her in that Tyler Perry joint, man.
Hell, and she get
cold.
Get her check.
She's still beautiful. Black don't crack.
Hey, unless it do crack.
Yeah, it do.
If it do crack, you gotta be careful. You might crack it.
Absolutely. Jeez, that woman is a beast, man. But
Felicia Rashad still getting that.
I think
money.
she's. Well, you're right. I agree with you in that aspect. I mean, like with her getting a check with Bill at one time, she had
like nigga ain't know me out.
And that's the even better question.
That's all we want to know.
Right. That's
you
it.
ever drink with Bill?
She was closest to him.
You ever drink with Bill, Felicia? She's like, I did. I woke up.
But I don't remember.
I'm just joking, Felicia.
Hey, Felicia, don't come get me. We know you're working over at Howard now.
I'm just joking.
Howard? They was trying. Yeah, she's the performing arts.
Oh shit, they learning from the best.
Yeah, dean of performing arts.
They learning from Howard. Y'all got Felicia. Man, shit, I would be, if I was want to be an actor and Felicia Rashad in that joint, best believe I'm in that classroom.
They tried to fire her when she stood up for Bill. They had a petition going around, but whether Bill did it or not, I don't really. Hey, there's a whole lot of women saying that they woke up with their mouth sore and their asshole wide open.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. let's talk about Goldstein. Harvey Goldstein.
Oh shit!
He was killing them out in California, yo.
Wasn't he like assaulting men actors? They say he grabbed Terry Crews up. They say he grabbed Terry Crews up like he wasn't nothing. Money makes you feel powerful and big.
Damn, but you know what? That's beyond money, because at that point, people around you is now making your money make you look powerful and big. Because you ain't powerful and big enough to grab my penis,
a grown ass
in front of my wife, in a setting of a party.
So do you feel like he should have Will Smithed his ass?
Man, shit. My shit would have been named Terry Crews.
Absolutely, Crews the.
I cruised the shit.
Right.
I would not have been in a movie ever again.
Because you'd have been blackballed.
Because you'd have grabbed your black ball.
Right. But I just want to know how that man felt looking at himself in the mirror the next day after that man then grabbed. But see, the thing I learned about, like, I'm not even at a high level in the industry, I feel. But the thing I've learned about certain areas of the industry, don't be at that house in that mansion, because I have been to mansion parties. Don't be in that house or in that mansion if you don't do what those people do. It's some rooms that you may go to in some industry parties.
You feel free to
in some industry parties that it's some substances in there.
Yeah. You know,
some things going on.
That's part of life.
It's some swinger parties.
That's part of life. Young people have to learn and understand that when you get into any industry, and sometimes you'd be surprised it's just whatever the fuck you doing. So you selling hammers. You might go to the hammer party one day, and they doing some outrageous shit too.
And they in there with motherfucking screwdrivers. And that bitch with some Allen wrenches. They in that bitch with some socket wrenches. And they in there motherfucking dropping transmissions out of shit. They got definitely the drills. They dropping transmissions in that bitch. But yeah, right. So with that being said, in the industry and being around people that do have money and influence, you got to make sure that you ready or you bout that life at whatever place you go.
Let me ask you this question. That's right. I want to ask you another question. Your top 3 influencers in life. It doesn't have to be of entertainment or be comedians. It's top 3 influencers that you have.
That's kind of hard. I started off producing music.
Okay.
And I played in a band. I played upright bass. I played cello. So like I was into like instrumentation from the jump. So damn, my first influence would definitely have to be a musician, but not in the traditional sense. So I would say like Master P.
Word.
Probably because he really couldn't rap that well, but he had enough smarts to say I know how to structure this and do this. And then my second influence would probably be Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Okay.
I've been watching and observing his art like since I was like 17 years old, and he does neo-expressionist art that's in a crude type of way. So you kind of have to decipher it like a puzzle.
Word.
And you have to kind of be privy of like philosophy and different areas of study to understand the deeper meaning in his art. So John Michel number 2, Master P number 1, and then I probably have to say I'm a flamboyant type dude.
Very fly, brother.
Oh, thank you, my brother. You very fly too. Them Gucci's over there, boy. Oh no, that's I'm sorry.
This is a Versace.
That's Versace. I'm
Because
sorry.
I'm a Biggie fan. When he said Versace when I was a young man, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna cop me a pair of Versace one day.
Absolutely.
When I was able to buy me one.
Hell yeah.
And now, I take care of them. So I have quite a few.
Right. I can think. Hey,
know?
the first time I met you, you had on the Versace's.
I
had the
like
black and gold on, my brother. But my last
what's the
influence would be Baby from Cash Money.
I like your list.
Yeah, I like how. I mean, I kind of take a similar approach with a lot of business I do. That's why I was saying earlier about when a guy asked me how much I charge for a show. I'm really more into partnership. I'm not into a quick $350 or $200.
That's short. That's short, my live.
It's
quick.
You're gonna go buy groceries and gas.
Yeah.
And a bottle of Hennessy, maybe.
Trying to buy buildings.
Right. We trying to buy real estate. A lot of real estate. Some of these people, young people mainly, don't matter what the color they are, or economic background, don't know the difference between guns and butter. Like they said on Baby Boy, the guns is the real estate, the art, the IP, the intellectual property, and the butter is the cars, the jewelry, the BS that really doesn't appreciate after you buy it, like bonds or whatever. And I've seen these men take a different approach to doing business. Like Master P revolutionized business in music for hip-hop artists when he did his first deal. And then Baby from Cash Money revolutionized business in the same sense, but in a different way, just like Master P did. But he got a better deal because he kept all of his publishing and all of that stuff and all of the rights, but only used the label for distribution.
But he had such... Shout out to them guys. I love your list, by the way.
Thank you, sir.
He did have... he took a big risk because those guys, to know that they were going to be the hits that they were, he had an ear.
But he had his foot on the ground and his ear to the street.
Hard.
And a lot of people, like we were talking earlier about comedians like getting big and losing touch. They didn't lose touch because they was at ground zero always. And people think ground zero may mean their hometown. Ground zero is every city in this damn country or in the world. The world is a ghetto. Everything is the same everywhere, except for little variations. Like Louisiana, Baton Rouge is a lot more chill and smooth than New Orleans, but they're both the same. New Orleans just has a little bit more of an edge to it. It's people walking around in pasties in the middle of the street with boo-boo band-aids on their nipple. You know what I'm saying? But you can't do that type of stuff in Baton Rouge. So, like I said, the world is a ghetto. Some people just got to have a bigger perspective. And I really love the way them people do business. That's why I never will settle for a small check over a long-term, lifetime opportunity or relationship.
I believe that, man. That's dope. Dope business, man. You every time I look around, you're promoting something, someone. You're always doing something new. I shout out to that, man. It motivates me to see other people that are close to me working that hard, because that is, like we stated, there's talent out there. I knew a nigga that was nice that should have been in the NBA growing up with. This nigga was one of the nicest niggas I ever knew, but he stayed in trouble so much that he never even stepped on a basketball court. We only saw him on the court outside, until he was dead.
And that's a terrible waste of God-given talent.
But skill, I knew a friend of mine that just worked really hard, made it to the NBA, made it overseas, and he out here busting, and he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
damn,
your dreams can get you out of
poverty.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and poverty.
My poverty's a bitch.
Living in squalor. Talking about that government cheese, boy. That government milk.
But I'm gonna tell you,
that damn powdered milk, man.
One thing these young folk don't like. I can't assume your age, but you're how old?
I'm 30. No, I said.
Okay.
Hey, I'm 37. I'm 37.
Oh, you're young dude.
I'm about to be 38 next month.
But even with that age, you remember the '90s cartoons and nostalgia.
All that, man.
It's not, and I don't, being young is different, but that groove we had back then was dope.
Could never be recreated.
But they trying to a
They
lot.
trying so hard. That's why people so in the 80s culture and 90s culture. And if you wasn't really coming up in that time, you will never understand back when cell phones weren't regular. It wasn't a regular thing for people. People was on beepers. People, I had two beepers. Well, not at the same time, but at two different periods. I had two different beepers. I had the clear beeper that you could see the inside of it. I thought I would fly, boy.
We can see the electronics.
Yeah, no bull, man. But yeah, people be forgetting them times where we didn't have the technology that makes our lives so easy.
Yeah, man. I dig it, man. If you could tell your fans and your listeners what they have to hope for next, coming up in this current future.
Man, I got a few things going on. I like, damn, that's like, it'll probably take me like 15 minutes to say everything I got going on, but I'm gonna summarize it. I produce a show called The 13th Floor Talk Show. I produce a show called The Gramercy House of Comedy. I also produce a show called Smoke and Joke Comedy. And I also have a new platform that I created called DMV Roast Champs. And kind of a subsidiary to that is So You Think You Can Bid. But I also have a live stream that I'm doing live from the French Quarter on May 17th.
When do you sleep, bro?
When I can. But I'm getting on my old man time. I'm starting to take day naps.
Your day naps are vicious.
I might need me, man, them day naps, boy. If you don't get you a day nap and you over 35, something wrong with you.
Let me tell you,
your mama raised you wrong.
So you gotta take a nice little day nap, yo.
Hell yeah.
I've just started kicking those into rotation,
bro. And don't it feel good?
It do, because I wake up, I'll be like, oh, okay, that was cool.
Yeah, man, ain't nothing that whatever's out there is gonna be out there later.
You know, that's some old man shit right there.
I love it. I've been an old man since I was a young man.
Man, you are, because you're a lot younger than me.
Yeah, I was hanging in the bootleg house when I was 16 years old.
You're an old soul.
Yeah, man.
Well, man, thank you for coming on the show, man. If you could tell the people where they can find you again, all your plugins, where they can find you.
On Facebook, you can find me at Bryce Oliphant, BriceOlipHant.
One more time.
Facebook, that is BriceOlipHant. Bryce Oliphant on Facebook. You can find me at ReddCroxx on Instagram, or you can find me at The World of Redd Croxx on Instagram, or you can find me at Redd's Clergy on Instagram, or you can find me on Google if you put in ReddCroxx. I'm very Googleable.
I'm
Googleable.
Yo, shout out to at Quanta Diva Violence, OG_Frank, my man, Block Party Entertainment, at Rex Corollas. Shout out to everybody, All Gas No Break podcast. Thank you for everybody been tuning in. Yo, I know I took a massive break. Real quick on the break, we are creating more businesses while we've all took this break. Just got my trucking license. My man, we all getting our licenses in this truck game, man. And right now what I'm doing is starting a whole new trucking business. So I'm going to put up information on how the hell that shit's been going. You're going to see how that went for me. And up to the purchase of my first truck. So that's it. All gas, no brakes, man. My man at Redd Croxx, the funniest dude, one of the funniest dudes at DMV.
Thank you,
we're
brother.
blessed to have him on the show. And he gave us just a nice, just chill time, man. So keep on streaming. Tune on in, subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. Peace.
Not the club type, I'm the fun type. Chill at the crib, but do this here all night. I'm a gentleman of intelligence. House is filled with leather-bound books, and my flow could kill as well as my looks. So I'm down for playing in any basement. I don't want a girl, but here's an application. I just wanna have a different type of situation. Maison, party or two. Baby girl, I wanna party with you, and you'll be my only invited guest. So put your number in my phone and send me a text. Tell me that you love this party.
Tell me that you love this party.
Calling out to everybody.
Calling out to everybody.
Friend to all, a friend to none.
A friend to all, a friend to none.
We're just here to have have some fun. We're just here to have some fun. We'll have some fun. We're just here to have some fun. Some fun. We're just here to have some fun. We'll have some fun. We're just here to have some fun. Some fun. I think we're placed on earth just to have some fun. If I'm crazy in love, let the madness come. A friend to alls, a friend to none. The world's chasing views, but I'm chasing one. Waiting for someone to make you happy is the best way to be sad. But waiting for you to say you love me be the best time that I have. Tell me that you love this party.
Tell me that you love this party.
Calling out to everybody.
Calling out to everybody.
Friend to all's a friend to none.
A friend to all's a friend to none.
We're just here to have some fun. We're just here to have some fun. We'll have some fun. We're just here to have some fun. Some fun. We're just here to have some fun. We'll have some fun. We're just here to have some fun. Some fun.
Tell me that you love this party. Calling out to everybody. A friend to all's a friend to none. And we're just here to have some fun.
Yo, this is a one night stand that went horribly wrong. Cause we've been together for a year and a month. I think we bore each other, but we feel like we stuck. It's just a routine, but we say that it's love. We got work on Mondays, brunch on Sundays. Anytime together, man, she always hungry. Now it's morning and I'm chilling in bed. Take my phone up off the charger and I scroll as I sit, huh? She right beside me like she tryna catch me. Liking pics of a friend that got a fatty. I'm not in her DMs, I'm just being friendly. I don't even know her name, but a friend of Betty. Like Chloe Bailey, a bit of Dorothy Dandridge. My girl start hating, so I deflect the damage. And I put my phone away and grab her hips so I can say, babe, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
There is something about danger.